Welcome back to Old School, New School. I am your host, Dante Harris, and I'm joined here as always by my co-host, Mr. Anthony Harris. We have a new champion. Let's get right into it.
Ready? Old school, new school, MMA. Hey! Roll it from the roots to today. From the cage to the ring, we say. Old school, new school, MMA.
205. New king of the 205 division,
Yes.
Mr. Carlos Olberg. What are your thoughts, man? Straight up.
Ooh.
Let's hear it.
First thing that I will say is that Jiri is not a samurai.
Why you say that?
The reason I say that is because he showed mercy. And I know he showed mercy. I've seen it. He did not seek and destroy like I thought he should. And he knows that as well.
Yeah.
And what did you think?
I think he's eating himself alive right now. I know he's at home and he is upset because it's still be killed in the octagon.
Yeah.
You know, and so for the people that may have not seen it or whoever or didn't know or didn't see the what happened in the octagon was that I think he tore Carlos. I think he tore his like ACL. It was bad. It was a couple pops.
Yeah.
He said he blew his knee. You could see it in the replay. It's really bad. And he was a wounded dog at that point, right? So this wasn't something that happened before the fight. This happened in the fight, okay? And then Jiri, which look, I think there is something honorable about not wanting to win a fight by in a way that you didn't like inflict the damage or like make the difference. You know what I mean? So he hurt himself. It wasn't because of Jiri. So for Jiri, because he's like this warrior, he's like, you know what? I want to give him a chance type deal.
And that's what it looked like.
That's exactly what it was. But he felt bad. He literally kicked him in the leg. He's like,
Yeah. But if you recall, Jose Aldo fighting the Korean Zombie, and the Korean Zombie's shoulder popped out of socket. And what did Jose Aldo do?
Fucked him up.
He fucked him up. He threw kick after kick at that arm. It's not as if I don't like you. It's not as if I don't respect you.
Yeah.
This is combat.
Yeah.
And there's no room for what you just said, even though I agree with you. You don't want to win a fight like that. You see a man is injured by no fault of his own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just happened, freak accident. And you don't want to attack him the same manner that you attacked him before, and it cost you the championship.
Yes, the championship, man. You know, it's kill or be killed. And at the end of the day, it's either going to be him or it's going to be you.
Yeah.
Right? So why not go for it, get it over with quick, fast, and hurry, unscathed, that you can get on the mic and say, I feel like I don't deserve this. Give me the belt. I hope to see you again, Carlos. That is honorable.
It's honorable, but here's the deal. You know, the thing about it is there's good-hearted people. And you see in a situation like that, he's a fighter, he's a warrior, but he's seen somebody that was wounded and he didn't want to attack.
Yep.
Not the way that he should have, right?
Yep.
It just goes to show you that there's absolutely no room for that kind of heartfelt feeling for somebody that's injured. Even though it's inbred in you, if you're that kind of person, you know what I mean? But in this game, and the same thing Alberg said in his press conference, he said, I would never have gave him the same.
I believe it.
I believe it too. There's not many people that would.
Yeah.
But
so even though he is this super warrior, he takes stuff really serious. He don't fuck around, and it is kill or be killed for him. He has that good heart.
He has a good heart.
He has a good heart.
Right. You seen he brought the cancer victim or something that was there at that one fight. He's a good-hearted person.
Yeah.
It's just that he's got to learn to cut all of those emotions out of the cage.
Out of the cage. Agreed.
And I think he learned that lesson tonight.
For sure. He'll never show no kindness up in the octagon.
No, I don't think so either.
But he was winning, man. He was looking great. He was hitting him with his little unorthodox style. Carlos wasn't looking bad himself.
I thought Carlos came out with a good game plan. He started attacking the legs.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yes.
He looked for the
called early, which he should have done.
Right.
Everyone, that's pretty much Yuri's kryptonite because he doesn't know how to.
His stance is just weird.
It's too wide.
Yeah.
It's too heavy on the front leg.
Yeah.
And like I said, like we saw, it seemed like after he got like 4 leg kicks, Yuri's game plan, instead of defending or like checking the leg kick, it's I'm going to finish you before my leg is out. That's his fighting style.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's true. It looked like I'm just going to knock him out before he can hit that leg. Man, I don't know. Alberg, like Dean Thomas was saying during his little part in his commentation, he's looking for that left hook. He's looking for that left hook. He's setting it up.
Yeah.
You know, he called it early on, and you could see that that's his major strength.
And not only that, Jiri was fucking up the other leg. So his right pops is his back leg, and then Jiri was crushing that front leg, whooping it. And then obviously he didn't want to go too crazy. The thing is, we didn't see enough. It was still the first round, so we didn't see enough of the fight to really let it actually play out and see what the matchup really looks like. Because they were still filming themselves, you know.
True. I think Jiri was in a flow though. I thought he was feeling good, and he was being his typical self. And I thought he would have won that fight even without the injury, but definitely with the injury. If he wouldn't have taken off the gas, it would have been over, and he knows that. So this was a huge learning lesson. For Jiri, but he's 29, right? Or 31? 35.
He's older than Jiri.
That's right. He's a little older.
Yeah. A little late to the sport.
Right.
But congratulations, man.
Oh, definitely, man. I mean, your warrior spirit definitely
lost his very first fight in the UFC against Nchekwu from stamina alone. Because he was whooping his ass.
Yes, he was.
Got tired, got knocked out in the end. And after that, he went on a tear.
He went on a tear.
Everybody.
Yeah, man. He's built like a champion. He really is. But Jiri wants that back.
Yeah.
So the problem is that we just don't know how long Olberg is going to be out due to his injury.
Exactly.
Because that could be a 6 month, even longer recovery period.
Yeah.
Because the legs and knee areas are the most important parts of your existence in fighting, or any sport really.
Right. Career and as a basketball, man.
They are. So hopefully that he recovers quickly, and there's possible that we'll have a situation where we'll interim. Yeah.
Probably, man. There's a little bit of a mess going on in 205. And the interim, I could see, you know what the interim fight's going to be?
What's that?
It's going to be Ankalaev. Actually, no.
No, thank you. You got to rephrase that after tonight, after last night.
I still think it's going to be Ankalaev. But the thing is, what made me hesitate is that supposedly Whitaker was supposed to fight Ankalaev. So I don't think they'd line him up for an interim fight, first fight in that 205. So maybe a cold start on Ankalaev, have Whitaker take someone else in that top 5.
I didn't want to bring up Paulo's name before we get to talk about his fight.
Slow that one down. You know what? They are next. And also, before we go, Carlos did get performance of the night for that fight.
Oh, please. Back against the wall, left hook, one punch, finishes it.
I feel like there needs to be more variety for bonuses. Performance and fight of the night is not good enough. Bring back knockout of the night and submission of the night again.
Yeah.
We need those again.
We definitely.
I know there's finish bonuses, but I want the best knockout and the best submission of the night.
And then the best performance.
Yeah, you have the performance still and fight of the night, of course. But there needs more variety. Performance is just a little... It's hard for me to give someone a performance bonus when it's only been the first round. We haven't even seen enough of your performance to give you the performance of the night.
True. And not only that, I mean, if you look, 14 strikes total.
See, that's not a lot of there's not a lot going on for me to give you the performance over a guy like Paulo Costa, who was working now for 3 rounds straight. That's my performance of the night.
Me too.
Co-main event of the night. And I didn't even have Paulo Costa in this fight.
Yeah, you didn't.
I had the undefeated at the time, Azamat. I thought this is going to be the new boogeyman of the 205 division. I really thought he was going to come and show Paulo Costa out.
But we've seen a huge chink in the armor.
One-dimensional, huh? He seemed a little one-dimensional.
He seemed a little one-dimensional, and he could not take the body strikes.
Yeah.
Also, the outside leg kicks. Man, I don't know. I think Paulo was just. I told you last night. He's coming to his own. And I also said, somebody's got to go. Just didn't know if it was going to be last night.
Right. It sure was, though, man. Beautiful game plan. It was Southpaw versus Orthodox. So straight out the middle, man. Just body shot. Body shot.
Yeah.
Azamat had no answer. He couldn't get in. The entire fight, he couldn't get in on him, even though he had him backed up against the fence.
And what's funny about that is that, when you're fighting that Orthodox against a Southpaw and that front hand fight, they're in the same position. He couldn't use his power. Right. He could not use that jab that he's pretty much sat down everybody with.
Exactly.
Paulo was like, nah, you ain't getting it. And if I can see that jab, you definitely not getting that left.
Yes.
So I thought Paula fought a beautiful fight last night, and I think he's maturing a little bit, not all the way, but I think he's coming into his own, and he's definitely a threat to that 205 division.
He comes in, beats number 6 at 205, man.
Yeah.
This lines him up there with the top fivers. You know what I mean? So, hey, great. Wasn't expecting it, but great, Paulo. I'm not a big Costa fan, really, but after that performance, dude, I like that. I give you flowers.
But we thought that Israel Adesanya has snatched a few people's careers as far as their performance after they faced him. And
Costa's one of them.
Costa was one of them. Gastelum was another. They both.
Derek Brunson.
Yeah.
You can name a couple.
You can name a few. But he's pretty much retired them from being the person they were. But yeah, I think Costa is definitely in the right place. He's in the right division.
Stay there. He's so big, man. Stay there. He said the camp was the best ever. You don't have to cut 20 more pounds after where you're at, you know? And I mean, how many fucking punches did he throw?
Oh. So last night, total strikes for him last night was it wasn't that many. He threw 61, yeah.
And I gotta say,
but his percentage was super high. 70% he was hitting.
I'd say, and I also say probably 80% of those strikes were kicks. 85% of those kicks.
He finished with punches, but he started everything with his kicks.
Yeah.
And they were powerful. I mean, powerful. Even with the hand up.
Yeah.
They was going right through that.
That's how he got him. He tagged him. He thought he blocked it. He blocked so many. His arms were probably hurt. Yeah. It might even be broke. Hit him with a nasty head kick. It was over. He was stumbling. And he already knew right there, like, let me just lay it.
Yeah, let me lay down.
It's over.
And it was good. The ref stepped right in, so no other punches. I don't think Costa really wanted to do. He knew it was finished, you know. And it was a great performance for him, and we'd like to see him stay in the 205. He doesn't need to go back down to 185. I think that division is already spoken for.
Stay at 205, man. That's perfect. And the matchups. I mean, look at this. Jan Blachowicz, old guy. But he's been in the top 5 for the last, I don't even know how long. Dude.
Yeah, a long time.
That's a legit veteran right there. You got Khalil, and of course, the aforementioned Ankalaev.
Yeah, so he fits right in that division, and I think he can make a huge impact on that division if he stays there and they give him some good fights leading up to it. There's no way he can't compete.
Yeah, love it. Let's go. I love it.
Now, let's go to a fight that was super entertaining, but it was upsetting in a lot of ways.
Obviously, we both had Curtis for this.
Yeah,
I wanted Curtis to whoop that ass. I thought he was going to whoop that ass.
I mean, if you look at the total strikes, if you're not going by that, because none of them got takedowns, so we have to use this fight by strikes.
Yeah.
So Curtis outstruck him 214 to 181.
Okay.
And he hit 62% to 60%. Significant strikes was different. It was 177 with 60% from
Hokett was making his strikes count more, while Blaze was kind of like little touch-ups.
Well, I don't even
in the third.
Yeah,
a lot of touch-ups.
You're right. There was a lot of touches, but you got to remember he was in the clinch, and he would throw 10 strikes in the clinch when Hokett wouldn't throw any.
Yeah,
you know, that fight was hard for me to judge because I didn't understand Curtis's non-ability to move his head.
I don't need that, bro. Even easier. Put your hands up, dude.
Yeah, even easier.
Oh my God. I was getting so frustrated, dude, on this couch. I was getting so frustrated because he would stand there. This is like what's it called? Stick'em
Rock'em Sock'em.
Yeah, it's the Rock'em Sock'em robots. This is exactly what this was. My man Curtis was standing like this. When he gets out, he's like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
He wouldn't move his hands.
Yeah.
I was just so upsetting, man. I just don't understand it.
I don't either. And, you know, damage was the difference in the fight, I guess, because, you know, his face, I've never seen his face look like that before. And I've never seen him not be able to get the takedown. Like, I don't know what his strategy was.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
There's also, too, what is the corner advice? I wish they actually brought the camera in the corner because I wanted to hear what the coach is telling them.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
Because there was no change from the first to the third.
No.
No level changes. There was no change of game plan whatsoever.
No, it was just like absorb a bunch of punches and see if you can outstrike them.
No body shots.
No. Well, in the clinch, there was a few body shots.
But not enough, man. You're tired in the third, bro. Break that body.
And then Curtis even used a few leg kicks where were actually effective, and he went away from that, So I don't know if it was just one of those dud fights for him, and he was just the guy Hokett was so much in his head.
He's just like, I want to just
him out. Yeah. So I think it could be that. I don't like the antics from Josh. I just don't like it, especially if you come from a martial arts background. The disrespect is just it's too much for me in the cage. I mean, flicking him off. And Curtis is such a humble
it's just
person.
cringe, bro. It's actually just cringe. Everything he does. And like we talked about a little bit that do you have to be disrespectful to be able to sell yourself? You really can't sell yourself any other way. They think the McGregor way is the way to go, or Kobe Covington, because Kobe be saying some disrespectful ass shit where you're like, come on, man, that's just across the line. Even if it's just a spiel, there's some lines you just don't cross.
Right. When you talk about people's families.
Exactly. Like, that's the only way we're able to sell ourselves? Come on.
Well, I think it says a lot more for society than the person.
The fans love it. They eat it up.
You know what I mean? Like,
but also the fact that you do gain hate from it as well.
Well, yeah, and anytime you have somebody you love or hate, you're going to get that. You want to either see him get destroyed or see him win. And that's the McGregor kind of effect.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So if this is his deal, I just don't like the WWE shit. I don't like the flicking people off in the face. You're about to go to war. We don't need disrespect.
Oh.
I just didn't like that at all. And I thought Herb should have stepped in and said something. Some people might not feel the same way. And I know some of it's a mental game, but the mental game is all leading up to the fight.
Yeah, I don't think the ref should say anything about it. I think Curtis should have just had a better game plan. I think the fight because, come on, man, you know better than that.
Yeah,
you've been up here at the top. You should know.
Well, I think he was in his head, though.
Yeah, for sure. That has to have been. What kills me is that these fans be killing me sometimes, right?
With their booing.
So we're not just the booing. So we have two American fighters, Curtis Blades and Hokett, and they start an Olay chant. That's how dumb and unoriginal we Americans are over here, dude. Like, come on, bro. That's just sad. Olay chant, that's European.
I know. Why would we be biting on their shit? We don't have anything.
We don't have our own.
The reason we don't have our own is because we don't back our own fighters. We're not a nation that backs its own.
You do get USA chants.
You get it sometimes, but you'll see another man walk into our country
and then Olay in his ass fighting America.
Fighting America. Yeah. So, we don't have loyalty like that, you know? So, and I understand if you have a favorite fighter, but if somebody's coming to my country to fight a fighter from my country, I'm going to support my dude.
Yeah, you could think that the other guy might win, or you could even like him. But at the end of the day, man,
unity is everything.
Also, it's different compared, like us, like you said. I mean, the Americans here compared to like other countries, their fans, they are die hard for their country.
And
they don't ever root for nobody but their country.
And it's funny. Back when I was in high school, I played in an All-American game against European nations, and what the Americans didn't understand about those kind of games is that the Europeans, when they play against Americans, especially during that period of time, they'll play the best game of their lives to play against you.
Yeah.
They will do everything to beat the Americans.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the same way it used to be, but I'm sure it's still is.
But also, I think that goes to show that we are making the other countries greater for them wanting to beat us all the time.
This
like
is
basketball.
For sure.
We always bring up basketball because that's our sport. But these countries are getting so damn good because they want to beat us so bad.
Yeah. That's true. And it's something that you just strive for. If you've been beat for 40 consecutive years,
we're going to beat these fools.
Yeah. So, but I just think unity is, this is an international sport, and you'll notice that most of the fighters from other countries will support their fighters.
Yeah. I just brought that up because I think most fans that go to the fight are the casuals, I feel like the real hardcore fans don't even go to the fight. They watch at home because they got all the angles, everything they need, and they're going to watch, you know what I mean? But
I agree.
They would never go out there and boo. Even if it was a very fight, I still wouldn't boo.
Me either.
What the hell?
Like the fight we're about to talk about.
Not part. But before, I mean, nonetheless, man, this fight of the night, which 100%, they made history, man.
Did they actually get fight of the night?
So they made history, most strikes ever thrown in a heavyweight fight ever. But I think they passed Bigfoot's fight with
Bigfoot Silva, and who was that he fought?
Was it Mark Hunt? No.
Yeah, it was.
Was it Malott?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They beat that. But Curtis,
And
please don't do that again.
he also gave performance of the night to Hogan.
And, I don't know about giving him performance of the night, antic of the night maybe, but not performance of the night. There was a time when he could have been finished that night too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just upset with Curtis's performance
I am as well.
because I know you're way better than that, man.
Yeah, that's what's the frustrating part.
I just, my thing is, I always equate Curtis Blades with, who did I say the other day? Corey.
Yeah.
Who ended up going to Bellator and all that, and they just never gave him an opportunity. And Curtis is the same way. Every time he seems to be on that road, he just has a bad performance. And it's just upsetting because I like Curtis a lot.
Yeah.
I really do.
I understand that. But on to the next, man. We have Johnny Walker, Dominic Reyes.
We even need to talk about this fight.
I think we do. Because there was 3 light heavyweight fights on this card, which you can kind of compare them to levels. You know what I mean? So obviously the main event was number 2 versus number 3. The co-main is number 6 versus 185 but a ranked 185 coming up. And then the third fight is Dominic Reyes, Johnny Walker, who I think Walker was 12, Reyes was 10. So they're ranked fighters. You expect
A war.
You expect some
Fighting for position.
like strikes being thrown.
Man, total of 70 on both sides together. Combination.
Oh,
Man, come on, get out of here.
significant. That's just total.
And the thing is if they're not even, they're dangerous. Everybody's dangerous.
Yeah.
But they're not
Contenders.
that
They're
dangerous.
not contenders.
No, to the point where I don't want to walk into the fire. Oh, I'm going to go walk into this fire.
Yeah.
Either way. And it just made me so upset. Johnny Walker won that fight, though, as far as I'm concerned.
Because I mean, we were watching the first 2 rounds and kind of like, it's still a little chess match. They're still trying to figure out the
Right.
range, and it just seemed a little gun shy, maybe from being knocked out so many times in a row that he kind of like a little hesitant.
Right.
And you saw even Johnny, he would throw strikes to where he'd hesitate and then he'd let it go.
Yeah.
Like, come on. And I'm saying with Reyes, low volume fight. Walker had more leg kicks. That was probably his most effective strike.
That was his most effective fight, strike. But even still, man, that's not the kind of fight that we wanted to see, especially guys that are supposed to be contenders are fighting to be contenders.
Yeah.
There has to be a certain mindset going into this fight that it has to be kill or be killed in these situations.
You could even, if you put up a good fight and you lose, you still have a good opportunity to still move up.
Yes.
You have to show that you're worth putting on these cards and giving big fights.
I know it's easy to sit here behind a camera and talk about engaging, right? Like if you've never done it before, there's a mindset there.
Right.
So, but these guys aren't first and new to this. Go ahead and answer that. They're not new to this. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I don't know what I just signed up for.
Exactly.
So that's the problem I have.
The only reason we're talking about, we're just comparing them to the other fighters. Right. So we're only comparing them to, especially, on this card, to other 205 fights.
Yeah, and well,
that we
shit.
had.
You shouldn't have to compare it to the heavyweight who just broke records. You know what I'm saying? And both of these guys are capable of throwing some good strikes. I don't even know how many punches that Johnny Walker actually threw. I don't even think he threw more than 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I know he did, but it seemed like his whole strategy is I beat the Chinese guy with the leg kicks, with the calf kicks, and I'm going to continue using those calf kicks.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't know the strategy. And I'm getting tired of this anyway with the strategy stuff because, when it comes to coaching, you have to have a game plan.
Mm-hmm.
You have to stick to your game plan.
Yeah.
And first off, you have to have one.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then you adjust mid-fight when stuff comes up.
Exactly.
That's good coaching. And there was some good coaching in one of the prelims fights that we're going to talk about later, where I was like, man, this is
what it's supposed to be.
see.
Yeah.
And this was early in the fight.
Making adjustments while they sit down in that minute time that they're resting, getting their breath back, taken care of.
Yes.
Listen, man, this is what's going on.
Specific.
Yeah.
I like, you need to do better, you need to be fat. No, be specific. What you're seeing from the opponent and what you need the adjustment of your fighter to make.
That's right, because that's your job. He's not seeing what you're seeing.
Yeah.
So your job is to make sure that he does. That's what I would assume to be a good MMA coach. Starting out with your game plan, and this one, Johnny Walker and them didn't have a game plan, and Dominic Reyes didn't want to walk into the fire at all. He wanted to keep the middle of the cage.
Yeah.
Johnny wanted to dance, even though he was circling into the power. You know, sometimes, not always, but I mean, and he wasn't cutting him off. He was just rotating with him.
Yeah.
It's just when you're at a certain level, we're expecting a certain level of skill.
Yeah. And I mean, I can live with the first two rounds being chess matches, being shootout rounds. That's totally fine. But at the end, you need a decider.
Yeah.
You should know that it's close, and you don't know what the judges are scoring. You have no idea.
Especially the judges.
So go into the third with purpose and at least try to win one. Like one definitive round. Okay?
Yeah, I agree. I think like it goes back to it goes back down to the mindset. It all comes down to your mentality.
Yeah.
Are you coming in to kill somebody? Or are you coming in to pick them apart?
Yeah.
What are you coming in here to do? So, and these 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 12 weeks that you have in order to get ready for these fights, film. See this. This is what we got to counter. These are the kind of things that we have to come out with the high level fighters to see. But obviously, these two are not high level fighters.
Yeah.
In that sense.
Yeah. It's
They're good fighters.
It's that because, man, I'm a big Johnny Walker.
Me too. I mean, I like Reyes too. I like his story. I like the fact that he's an athlete. You know, he's a good guy. He has a lot of power. And I thought I was so excited for this fight. I thought this was going to be a great ring fight.
It was a perfect matchup because they're both in the same spot in their career. They both had bad knockout streak.
6'6", 6'4".
Yeah.
You know, good ranges, lefty against us. You know, I mean,
on paper, it's wonderful.
We want to see exactly what the paper looked like, but we didn't see that fight.
On to the next.
Oh, yes.
Farewell tour. My man, Cub Swanson.
The last.
What you got?
Man. 42 years old. And put on a performance he did last night. He looked so damn good. And Nate was overwhelmed.
Yeah.
He was, and he's usually the overwhelmer.
Right.
But no, Cub had his kids there. He had his family there.
Triplets, man.
You was not beating Cub last night.
No.
You were not beating him. And I'm so glad he went out the way he went out, man. And you'll always be remembered, man. Always. By the true fans of MMA.
But it was a round one knockout. That's the way to go. You're leaving unscathed.
Yeah.
He's probably thinking, like, maybe I could do one more.
Yeah. After that, right?
But I think he's the last WEC guy we have left.
He's the last.
Yeah, he's got to be the last, yeah.
There is nobody else after him.
42, man.
42 years old to last that long and be still effective and be so...
And get a knockout.
And be so dominant. Awesome. Against a very tough fighter. Nate is no joke. You know, Nate is a tough guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, my hat's off to Cub, and congratulations on a great career, and I'm sure you'll do well in life. You know, he's a family man.
Hall of Fame?
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
You know, the thing for me, you know how I am about longevity. If a fighter can last this long and be effectively, did he stay ranked or no? He wasn't ranked, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's a tough one. No, unfortunately.
Okay. Let me pull up let me pull up his career resume right now. With that last fight he just had, he ended his record with the UFC and WEC combined 21-13. 10 finishes now. Did he get a bonus for? No, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so, but he should have.
Yeah,
especially for his last fight.
Exactly. 15 bonuses though. A lot of bonuses. 19 years. Oh no, 19 years.
Mm-hmm.
He's beaten the likes of Hiroyuki Takaya, Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, and he has a Hall of Fame fight in the fight wing.
You know, if you put him in the Hall of Fame, I wouldn't argue it.
Right.
I wouldn't argue it.
Like what? We need some parameters. We need to know exactly what it takes for you. Because is it just fanfare? Like if the fans love you,
no,
you're going to be remembered for
no, it can't be that. It can't be that. I think
obviously has to speak.
I think Daniel Cormier talked about that, about, you know, you can't just be putting guys in the Hall of Fame. There has to be a criteria. Yes. Why are these guys that are double champions and won all of these things in the Hall of Fame? And then this guy who's won one championship or defended it once or whatever.
Or never won a championship like Donald Cerrone, who had a wonderful career, but I think he's so worth of what he put into the organization, that they should maybe be tiers.
I agree. Of course. Well, you think about we go back to the NBA again. Look at the NBA. You have a lot of guys who never won a championship ever, but their individual skills and what they were able to contribute to the NBA for those years that they did, allowed them to get to the Hall of Fame. So you have people like Cub Swanson, you have people like Donald Cerrone, that have records of their own. I think he's like third in the most finishes or something like that.
He's up there.
So these are guys that you really can have a conversation about.
A non-title Hall of Fame.
You have to, in a sense, because you can't have just people that had titles to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You can't. It just won't work that way, because I don't think any sport does that. You know, the championship is another level, you know what I mean? But that's what you got for
some of the main best contributors, you know what I mean? Those people that are fan favorites or whatever, they bring up a show, they should get respected to some.
I agree.
Not be forgotten.
Well, and even if they have an honorable mention to the point where they still have some kind of accolade for it. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to see those guys go away in the wayside that really help grow the sport. I mean, really.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to get at.
And that's the biggest part about growing the sport. Unfortunately, in this card, we didn't get to see that flyweight title bout. I really, really was looking forward to seeing your Japanese boy come out and that boy bad, boy, and Joshua get down.
It's okay, but at least he got moved to next month, so we don't have to wait too long for it. And it just really stacks that card, because honestly, man, this card was stacked.
It was.
It was a wonderful card from top to bottom, from names all the way to performances.
It was.
I was not disappointed. Maybe one or two. But this leads us to a feature prelim fight. Awesome fight, man. Patricio Pitbull, Aaron Pico. Wonderful fight.
We were at odds on this fight. I said that Pico was going to walk through Pitbull, and that's what he did.
I thought Pitbull, man, coming off of 2 losses, I thought he was going to get one in, squeeze one win in. No, dude. I mean, he looked good in the first. His range it was still there, and it was a very close first round. But as soon as they got into the second, Pico was feeling himself.
Yeah, once he got into a flow, it was over.
In the flow, he was throwing combos like you. Man, this shit was.
And see, what the funny thing about Pico is, American fans, not a lot of them, hardcore fans, obviously know who he is. And then coming in fighting Murphy in his first fight and getting knocked out, people kind of like shoved him down.
Right.
Watch out for that boy. He's very talented.
Oh, he's in his prime right now.
Yes, he's in his prime, and he is a threat to that 145 weight division. If anybody doesn't think so, watch.
Usually we get fighters way too late, like a Pitbull, like a Michael Chandler. He got Pico at the perfect
time. He is at the perfect time, and his strength is really wrestling. He's really, really good at wrestling.
And his striking is so good.
Man, please.
So that's the problem. If you have a good wrestling background, you don't even need it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm glad that the American public got to see him perform at that level against somebody like Pitbull, who unfortunately, as you said, we got him outside of his prime because Pitbull ran the Bellator for many, many years. And if he would have came earlier in his career, I think a lot of people would have known him.
Yeah.
And he would have had some good fanfare.
Well, it's coming.
I'm not talking about Pico. I'm talking about Pitbull.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Pico's is coming.
Well, let's talk about, is Pitbull done? Is this the end for Pitbull?
Well, see, you put him in one of the hardest divisions.
Right.
and outside of his prime, you're no longer a factor 38 going forward. You're just not. And you don't have enough weapons anymore. You know what I mean? Your hands are great. They've always been great. You're strong. You're powerful. But Pico showed, come on, man, you're outside of your prime. And Pico's 29, right? I think he's 29 years old. Prime time, right? But you still got to deal with these 22-year-olds.
Exactly.
23-year-olds.
Exactly. There's nowhere for him to go.
There's nowhere.
Also, he's a thick. He's like short and stocky, and he's just a thick boy to where I don't think he can make the bantamweight cut.
It's too late in his career.
It's way too short for him to make 155.
It's too late in his career for that, and then especially here. He went 155 in Bellator, I believe, because I think he was a double champ. And but like I said, you get him outside of his prime in the best organization in the world with the best fighters in the world. Yeah. I'm sorry, you're not Yeah, he might have a 3-fight, 4-fight contract with the UFC.
Yeah.
But he won't last because there's nobody else he can beat.
Nah, it is the end of the road for Patricio.
Unfortunate, but he's a legend. He is a legend, without a doubt.
Yeah.
If anybody got to watch him early in his career, him and his brother, they know the name Pitbull.
For sure.
So no disrespect on his name. He just came too late to the UFC. Look, that's like a pattern, right? Chandler, MVP. Who else? Pitbull. If we're getting guys from other organizations, if we're not getting them in their prime, they cannot compete in this in this thing. And here's another one. Ritter, he's in his prime.
Yep.
He's in his prime, and he was a double champ at one.
Yeah.
So you're coming in here, and he's dropped 3 straight now.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
It's the thing that we can get champions from other organizations after they lost the belt.
No.
We have to get them while they have the belt.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't work. It only works the other way. Only past UFC champions can go to different organizations and become champs.
Right. It doesn't work the other way.
It doesn't work the other way to the UFC.
And it's been
That's where your career ends.
Yeah, it's been proven.
It just is. It has been proven. But this puts Pico up here with the dogs.
Yeah.
His next fight's going to be a top 10 guy.
And he deserves it.
Sure.
He deserves it.
For sure. And there is nothing but young up and coming stars, hungry young fighters, and some killers, man. You know who I'm giving them next?
Who? Yair?
Yair Rodriguez.
I knew you might come out with that.
Once a year, if that.
I thought you might come out with that.
That's it.
Because you got some nice matchups, right? You got Sterling is matched up with Zalal. So I love that fight.
Love it.
The Diego Lopez, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, was called out last night.
Yeah, but they're saying that Diego wants to go up to 155. That's why he got called out by a 155er. By hold on.
He wants to go to 155. I thought Pico called him out.
No, it wasn't Pico. It was Gamera. Gamera wants Diego Lopez at 155.
Oh, that's another one.
I'll get into that later on.
Okay.
Let's stick with Pico right now. Yair Rodriguez also just beat Pitbull in his last fight.
Right.
Lost to Ortega, that was a surprise.
Yeah, big surprise.
And lost to Volk before that. So he's 1-2 in his last 3. He's up there in the top 5. This is it. This is the fight to make.
I think so too. It's a great fight because we already have Sterling fighting. And then we have, I think also Allen has a fight as well, doesn't he?
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Because I know Silva has to get one, and there's not a lot of people in that realm because he's trying to move himself up. Because the only person I can see Gene Silva fighting right now is Murphy.
But Murphy gets that title shot. Oh no! I mean, Evloev gets the title shot. You can do John Silva, Lerone Murphy. That's actually a good one.
Yeah, because that's a title eliminator. Because this would be the point where either Lerone steps up and wins this fight because he has to, because he just lost.
Hold on. Isn't Steve Garcia on the White House card?
I think so. But who's he fighting?
Who's he fighting?
Is it Arnold?
No. I'm starting to think he's fighting. Wait, who's he fighting on the White House card, man?
I'm really not sure. You have to look that one up. Oh, yeah, Garcia on the White House card. Because maybe that's Gene Silva. Maybe.
Oh, I think it might be actually. Yeah.
And that wouldn't be a bad matchup. That's a really good matchup because Garcia has proved that he's actually the truth.
Yeah, I'm just bringing that up because. Oh no! He's fighting Diego Lopez.
Is he
fighting Diego Lopez on the White House card?
How did I miss that?
Totally forgot about that.
So 9 is fighting 2.
Yes, and then look, you have Kevin Vallejo still up here. You remember Kevin?
Of course.
He's one of those hungry up-and-comers I was talking about.
He's number 10. Yeah, everybody in that weight division from 10 on up is all dangerous.
So, Pico, welcome to the dog part. Dog pound.
Whatever you call it. Yeah. It's whatever it is, it's going to be tough to climb that ladder.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough-ass ladder to climb.
All right, let's go on to the next one. Stylistically, the most fun matchup of the night. Kevin Trailblazer Holland, Randy Rude Boy Brown. What were your thoughts on this fight?
Loved it. Loved the fight. Kevin.
So fun to watch.
Great strategy with those leg kicks. Those were fantastic. Those y'all tagged each other up pretty good. I love y'all got to talk about playing some basketball though.
Big fight.
Thought that was
Soon
fun.
as Kevin started talking, you're like, oh shit, he's feeling himself.
Yeah,
He feeling himself.
yeah. He's just one of those guys that you just love to watch fight.
Yeah.
Win or lose.
He's the welterweight Bobby Green.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So stylistically, man, awesome fight. It was so fun to watch. Brown hit Holland with a nasty up kick, which I thought was gonna mess Holland up. Like I thought it was gonna have some kind of effect later on in the fight, but he ate it.
Yes, he did.
And he dominated the rest of the fight. Brown was hanging on for life.
He was tired, man. He was sucking wind bad.
Yeah.
He was sucking wind really, really bad. And and also he's that choke that Kevin had.
I don't even know how he didn't get that.
I don't know.
He had the locks. He had the legs locked in. He had a deep.
Yeah, it was deep. It was deep, and Randy found a way to get some air to breathe and survived it. But I think that took everything out of him.
For sure.
You know, he wasn't the same guy after that.
Yeah.
But I was like Randy Rude Boy. Kevin's just a fan favorite, man. And Kevin actually is more dimensional now than he's ever been. He's really dangerous on the ground.
The Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, I just like Kevin a lot, man. And there is rumors that that Rodriguez went to jail in Mexico and Kevin Holland bailed him out.
Really?
You didn't know about that?
This is
Yeah,
recent?
yes, just happened. Rodriguez was in jail in Mexico and he was working out. He was hanging out with one of the badass dudes in the prison who gave him opportunity to go in there and work on pads and everything. And Kevin Holland is the one who bailed him out of prison or jail. Straight up. Straight up, yeah. So I know that's not just a rumor. We heard it from Rodriguez himself. So that's interesting, right? That's a great.
That is wild.
Yeah, it's a great story, and I think it's cool that
How was that good?
and Kevin Holland did get beat by Rod. I know he wants that fight back because I was.
Oh, D-Rod.
D-Rod, yeah.
I was thinking Yair for the. No.
Yeah,
Yeah, hear about
yeah,
that.
D-Rod went to jail, man.
That is crazy.
I don't know what the fuck that nigga did over there, but he did something.
On to the next, man. Great fight after great fight after great fight. Here we had a veteran up against the prospects.
Oh, and what did I say about this? What did I say about this fight?
Matouche.
That's right. There's levels to this game.
Matouche showed him that there's levels in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, he took Esteban and brought him to his own world. He said, welcome to my world.
And you're not getting up.
Esteban stood no chance, man. It was mastery by Gamrot. Biggest fight of his career, obviously. He came in. First round, he messed up, got taken down, got held down the rest of the round. The second round, coming out of the corner, coach says, no kicks. Be smart.
4 straight kicks.
4 straight kicks. And then he goes in, he plants his feet and goes for a combo. All Gamrot did was
Drop.
whoop, thank you. Over.
Fight's over. Yeah, I mean, I knew this was going to happen. This kid wasn't ready to fight somebody like a Gamrot. I mean, come on, this kid is at a high level, and only the high level fighters can beat him.
Yeah.
Especially with his ground game, and he's aggressive, super aggressive.
Yeah, rookie mistake by Esteban, man, but Gamrot hit him with a nasty arm triangle. The ref almost stopped it early. Like he tapped on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And praise for Gamrot for not letting go.
Yeah.
Because most people will let go, then it's going to be like this. Oh, Gamrot said, fuck that. You're going to have to take me off. Right. Oh, boy, and he squeezed.
Yes, he did.
So good, man. Good finish right there.
And I knew that. I knew that was going to happen. I knew Gamrot was way too much for this young man. I mean, Esteban is a nice fighter. He's young. He's got a lot to learn still.
And that's the second time he had to fight someone unranked while he's in the top 10.
Yeah, but he doesn't care. He said, I'm going to walk through everybody until I get him. Yeah.
He said, bring him.
He don't care.
To this defense, he beats up Klein. He gets opportunity to fight Oliveira. Good fight.
He dominated Klein.
Yeah. Then Oliveira takes the win, and then he beats Esteban. So this kind of puts him in there, not really going up or down.
No, because he's winning, losing.
Yeah.
That's how his up at the top.
Yeah. So his next fight should be a ranked fighter, though.
I agree. I think he lost to Darnush as well.
Did
Yeah. I think Darnush actually dominated
he
him.
above him now. I'd give him like a Patty.
Ooh, I like that.
Gamrot Patty.
That's a good one.
That's a good matchup.
That's a really good one. I like that. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe that can happen. Let's move on down to the only female fight on the card. which was I love Loopy.
This fight was great.
But Tatiana, she's an Olympic caliber wrestler. And Loopy's, we discussed this earlier. I thought that Loopy's MMA wrestling was going to be enough, and she showed. She was tagging the hell out of her first, and she was doing a really good job. It's the second and third efforts from wrestlers that always get you. And if you're not prepared for the second, third transition, they are.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Suarez, man, she's the grappling queen, dude.
She is.
I mean, Godinez tagged her really good with I think it was like a left straight or something like that. Nice, but Suarez ended the first round on top, strong. And then second round,
she knew exactly what she wanted to do.
Exactly. Went straight to it, man, grappled her all the way to the end and rear naked choke.
Yeah, I mean, when she first got into the UFC, I called her. I thought she'd be a champion until she met up with Weili. And then Weili showed there's a difference of your wrestling and my wrestling. But I think she learned a lot from that, and I do see her down the line becoming a champion.
Yeah, she would probably have to win a couple. He's only lost to Weili.
Yeah, that's it. Everybody else she'll dominate. Anybody else in that division she'll dominate. Because I mean, look where Loopy is. Loopy's she's one of those tough girls in that division, and she kind of walked through her.
Yeah.
So I think she can do that with anybody in that division except at the very top.
Yeah. And she's number 2. She holding on to that number 2, boy. But who do you give her next? Because the only ones above her are the champ, Dern, and Jean Weili.
Yeah.
Who are obviously going to fight and see who gets that belt.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Suarez, Jan Jaroba might be the only fight to make.
Not a bad one.
And after that, she can fight for the belt again. That's 3 wins.
It's not a bad call.
You know?
That's not a bad call.
And Loopy, she's going to have to climb up that mountain again. I'm a big Loopy fan.
Me too.
I thought she was going to get the win, actually.
I did too. Height was a difference in that fight, though.
Yeah, big time. As far as it's huge, man.
She is
super tall.
She is tall.
Long legs.
She is very tall. So that comes and gets us to the last fight, the first fight of the prelims, Vicente Luque against.
Oh, these are early prelims. So that was the prelims right there.
Kevin Gastelum.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's called Gastelum Vicente Luque. So this is Luque's 185 debut. He looked big. He looked strong. He looked great.
Yes, he did. And what did he do?
He was aggressive, man. He put it on him and finished it.
That's it.
Was it Darce or Anaconda?
I believe that was
I think it was from a Darce smooth to Anaconda.
Yeah, either way, it was locked in
the first round.
Yeah, and that's impressive to do against Gastelum because he's not easy to finish. You know, even though he's not the same fighter he once was,
still hard to finish.
He's still hard to finish, and he's still a good fighder. Great job for Vicente.
Yeah, awesome. You know, I'm a big Vicente fan, man. Let's go. But there's definitely some controversy going on with this fight. Chris Padilla, Taco Paco, and Markel Medeiros. Medeiros, I think they're both coming from the Contender Series. They're both on them.
Medeiros.
Medeiros. What did I say? Medeiros?
Yeah.
Medeiros. It's like a Greek.
Dude, Chris whooped him. Put it on him for 3 straight rounds. Even though he got tagged up and he was bleeding, he never stopped. He never stopped his forward motion, and he threw every second of the way. And homeboy lost points. And now y'all gonna come back, give Padilla the win.
Lost the point, man. He lost the point. Padilla was coming in this fight 4-0. He put pressure on him, like you said. Medeiros, he bloodied it up with like nasty lead elbow. He'd throw in there because he knew Padilla. He'd come in with a tight guard. He'd push him to the fence, and Medeiros would just throw these elbows, nasty elbows, and would catch him and then cut him up nice.
He did.
But I don't think he did enough. He was always on his back foot, always getting pushed back.
Please, there's no way. And what was the striking comparisons on that? 164, 117, 145, 112. Even if you're not going by the striking, what else are you going to judge it upon? Because they both have 1 takedown.
Yeah.
Right? There's no submission attempts. There's no knockdowns. What are you going to take that fight at? And on top of that, he loses a point.
He loses a point. I'm so confused. So they ended up giving it to Padilla at the end of the fight, but it was a split decision. It was really close. And then they backtracked it later saying, oh, we read it wrong or whatever, and gave it a draw.
And gave it a draw. What kind of bullshit is that? Y'all couldn't do that in front of the public because they were crazy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all lucky there wasn't anybody in the damn arena at that point in time.
Yeah. But I think it was a good point deduction by the ref.
For sure it was.
two nut shots, man, or two eye pokes, instant point deduction. I don't care how
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
accidental it was. That had to be done.
I agree.
But just not enough volume from Medeiros, man.
No, and he was on the back foot the entire fight. So he lost that fight as far as I'm concerned.
Not only that, he gets back on the entire fight, and then he points to the ground at the end. Like,
Yeah. Motherfucker, I've been dominating you this entire time. Why am I giving you
I am here. Where are you at?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Come on, man.
I've been here the whole time.
Exactly.
You've been running around.
But Padilla is the guy who I was mentioning earlier that whose coach was coaching him
Excellent.
perfect.
Excellent.
First of all, you heard him throughout the whole fight. He was like a hype man as well.
Yeah.
He bring him to the corner and he laid it down perfectly.
Yeah.
All he needs, this is what I'm seeing, so I'm gonna need you to throw this and watch out for this.
Great coaching.
It's like, that's what I'm talking about.
That's great coaching. Gives them clear direction. You know, what I see and what you're not seeing.
Exactly.
And I like that. I really love to see that from coaches.
Yeah, so shout out to the coach for that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was the first fight of the night, which I did miss. I came in a little late for this one.
Oh, yeah, man.
Justin Gaethje's brother over here,
Yeah.
Charles Racky.
Racky.
He made he made the middle finger his shit.
trademark.
That's his shit.
Yeah, this is like his trademark. Yo, I thought he fought a great fight. His wrestling was way too much.
Right, 121 to 40.
Yeah, he dominated the fight, and I'm so glad he got the win. Talk a little shit. Got to meet Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? So he's one of those guys I like to watch.
Francisco, man, this is the dude. He came into UFC age 20.
Yeah,
And
young boy.
He's on a bad losing streak right now. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 fight skid.
Yeah, because he was so hyped up at the beginning. Oh, this powerful young guy coming in.
He might have ate it up a little too much.
Yeah, he thought he was better than he was.
Yeah.
Be humble, man.
But he's 1-5.
Yeah, he's going to get cut. He's going to get cut.
Yeah, that's cut worthy.
Yeah.
Go to a smaller organization, win the belt, come back.
Come on back because you got some work to do, man.
Yeah.
You got some work to do.
There's no favorites out here.
Mm-mm.
But that, ladies and gentlemen, was the card last night. It was stacked. It was a wonderful watch, man. I absolutely enjoyed it. My performance of the night goes to Paulo Costa.
Yeah, mine too. I agree with you.
Fight of the night, I'm cool with it being Curtis and Hokett.
Definitely. Breaking records on strikes? Yes, definitely.
Ready. He always loved that.
Yeah, that was a great fight.
And shout out to the new king of 205, Olberg. That's what man, I mean, that's how you do it, man. Even though you're compromised, your legs out there, you don't give up, you still
And look at the end result. You brought that home. And it's a great job, man, because that's 2 champions that come out of that gym now, huh?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's nice to see.
Yeah.
Adesanya.
2.5. Volk is in it sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. Volk is a little piece of that pie too, but I think he has his own real.
Yeah, he's a little separate.
So yeah, I think it was a great card overall. Great fights, and we have a lot of good fights coming up. And just a preview for the Barnes versus Malott fight, the Canadian boy against the American Brazilian, or Brazilian American.
Yeah.
Something like that. I like to see Barnes fight. It's been a little while, and he has a few things to prove. And it looks like Malott is on his way up. And he's had a couple of performances.
He's trying.
Yeah. So
This. I don't think I feel like main events, even on fight nights, should always be 2 ranked fighters. That's just me. I know they're trying to do the veteran versus prospects all the time and giving their light, but I still think
that's all we're seeing right now.
That's all we're seeing. Every fight night main event is always the veteran versus the prospect.
Yes.
That's been a torch, man. This is the era.
So you veterans better button those chin straps and start defending your positions, man, because it's almost 50-50 right now. There's some guys that are defending their spots as veterans, and there's some guys that are losing those
It really
spots.
is 50-50.
So I like to keep them going, man. Let's keep these veterans until they can't fight no more.
Yeah,
I just like to see them. That's all.
Yeah, Mike Malott, he's not a crazy prospect. I know he got a little hype, but I think that's just because Canada got no fighters.
Right.
So they're kind of like relying on him to be the Canadian star. He's not bad.
He's not.
He's pretty well-rounded. It just really comes down to Burns, man. How is he going to come out and perform? Being older now, having a lot of mileage in the UFC.
Yeah.
Will he still look the same to some extent? And stick to strategy.
And he kind of had a long layoff, so we might see a really good performance from him.
Or it might hurt him.
I don't think Malott's one of those guys that you have to worry about in the 170. Because it's really stacked up there. But yeah, great fights last night. Looking forward to the Burns fight, and I'm definitely looking forward for the rest of the month and getting into May.
Yeah. I mean, let's bring up some things that we did hear during the fights last night. So at the post interview with Dana White, Dana revealed that Trump was talking to him and saying, "Why do we not have the Black Beast on the White House card?" And Dana said, "Why don't we have the Black Beast on the White House card?" So what does he do? He calls him up and says, "Yo, you want to be on the White House card?" No, what do you say? He called him up and said, "Hey, Dad, why are you not on the White House card?" He said, "I don't know, politics."
Perfect
I
response.
fucking love that dude.
Perfect response.
That is looking like it might be Derek Lewis, Josh Hogan on the White House card.
I would love to see that.
Which is
I would love to
crazy
see that.
for Hogan to turn around and then after a fight like that, like let his brain rest.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a couple months to
They
go.
got the hype, I guess, but he ain't gonna be doing this like he did to Curtis.
No.
Derek is putting your lights out.
Yeah, he'll put your lights out. And you're not going to walk him down like that.
Hogan's probably gonna try to take his big ass down.
He's going to have to. But the very interesting news, the biggest news to MMA would have to be Gable Stevenson coming to the UFC.
We saw that man at the sideline. Even John Jones was there.
He was with him.
Hell yeah.
So it's a very interesting addition to the heavyweight division, something that's going to add a lot of spice and intrigue because the heavyweight division, as we all know,
Shallow.
it's not very strong compared to the other divisions. So we'd like to see somebody to come in and kind of spark this thing up a little bit.
Yeah. Would you give him a ranked fighter first fight?
Yes, right off the bat.
Right off the bat. Because, I mean, who else is there?
There's no sense in him waiting around. Let's go ahead and promote him like we've promoted these other fighters that weren't ranked, fighting some ranked fighters.
I mean, come on. There's some people on this heavyweight ranking list where I'm like, who the fuck even are you?
Right. And the other thing is, we need to see some more Americans taking these belts. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're very limited right now. So that's where all my focus is on hoping that some Americans will take some belts back home.
And Gable would be the man to do it.
He would
He's still raw, man. He's an athletic specimen.
And
I think he's going to take over.
Don't let John Jones be teaching him.
Oh, it's too late. It's too
Yeah.
late.
So that's the most interesting information that's coming into MMA news for me.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. I cannot wait for that.
It's going to be great.
Let's see. Anything else that needs to be brought up? There wasn't really much going on when it comes to news. Because everything we wanted to cover.
Yep.
But we go quickly over the card for next Saturday. So obviously Burns, Malott, give our opinion. Co-main, Kyler Phillips, Charles Jourdain.
Oh, Jourdain. I like Air Jourdain.
This is a very fun matchup right here.
Yeah, I think experience takes this fight.
Is this fight in Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's all these Canadians on this card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess I understand the main event now, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But I'm gonna go with Air Jourdain on that.
Oh,
fight.
me too. I don't think I've ever gone against Air Jourdain.
Yeah.
Love that dude.
Me
Jai
too.
Herbert.
We ain't seen Jai in a minute.
Hello.
We ain't-
Jai is a strike. He's a good striker, man.
He's not a bad striker, but we haven't seen him in a while.
And I remember Nalo. He's a little older guy who got picked up from the Contender Series. He's all right. He's not bad.
Right.
But we gotta see him in the octagon, you know. Jazz Davicius and Karine Silva. Now, this is an interesting matchup right here.
I like Jazz.
I really like this one because Jasmine always be surprising me.
Yeah.
I never think she's gonna win.
She's a raw dog, man. She's a raw dog.
Yeah.
She gets a hold of you, man, and takes you down.
Yeah.
You're in
She puts
trouble.
it on you. That's her biggest weapon, the pressure,
Yeah.
and she just don't stop.
She don't
Karine
stop.
Silva had a stinker her last fight against, was it Grosso?
And she lost. I think she lost that fight.
Was it Grosso?
No, I don't think it was Grasso.
Who she just lose to that was not a good performance by her.
Oh,
Macy
Barber. That's right.
On her.
That's right. Sure did.
And I thought Silva, she always looked like a big threat and big contender for
Now-
the division.
There's another person we haven't seen in a while was
Thiago Moises.
yeah.
Haven't seen him in a long time.
We haven't seen him in a while, but he's fighting the American, Gage Young.
Gage Young. And then we got Dennis. I remember Dennis. I know he's a New Jersey cat or something like that. I think he's with Aljamain's camp, if I'm not mistaken.
Dennis. I don't know.
Tanner Bozer, haven't seen him in a long time. I feel like he was in the UFC for a while.
Yeah. So there's some fighters going to be introduced to us for the first time, I'm sure.
There's some nice names. Not
It
too
shouldn't
bad.
be a bad card for a fight card. I think it's
Not
all
too
right.
bad. Good old Canada card, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But What else? Is there anything else we got to go over?
Nope, I think that's it.
I think we covered it all. So thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoy, give it a like. We'd appreciate it if you subscribe, follow, whatever platform you're on. We're everywhere, Spotify, YouTube, Insta, whatever it is, man. And give us your opinions. Write in the comments what you think. If you think we're wrong about something, let us know. We'll respond.
For sure. And quick shout out to my boy Michael Reno out in Arizona, Pascal up in Amsterdam. I want to give you guys a quick shout out, man. So until next time.
Later.
Later.